More than 850 official goals, 5 Ballon d'Or awards, 5 Champions League trophies. He is the most followed human being on the planet, commanding an army of over 600 million people on Instagram. His net worth of $800 million to the world. Cristiano Ronaldo is not just an athlete, he's a modern day sporting deity, a brand, a machine. But before the private jets, the hypercars and the global empire, there was a completely different story. A story hidden behind the tin roofs of a forgotten island in Portugal. Imagine a boy so poor he begged for leftover burgers outside a McDonald's. A boy whose father was consumed by alcoholism, whose mother worked endless hours as a cook just to keep the lights on. How does a kid from the slums of Madeira break through the chains of poverty to become CR7? The greatest goal scorer in history of football. This isn't just a football documentary. This is the ultimate masterclass in human willpower, sacrifice, the refusal to ever lose. This is the untold story of Cristiano Ronaldo. 5th February 1985, in a tiny cramped home in San Pedro, Madeira, Maria Dolores gave birth to her fourth child, Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. His birth wasn't celebrated by a wealthy family. In fact, it was a barely affordable. Years later, his mother would confess through tears that she desperately tried to abort him because the family simply had no money to feed another mouth. But destiny had another plan. Ronaldo's only escape was a football. He didn't have expensive toys. He played on the asphalt with balls made up of rolled up rags. By the age 8, he joined a local club called Antonia, but football didn't offer immediate respect. The other kids mocked him restlessly because his father worked as a club's kit man, cleaning the toilets and washing the jerseys of his peers. Ronaldo didn't fight back with words. He answered with goals. At just 12 years old, he made a heartbreaking choice. He left his mother, his family, and his island behind to join the Sporting CP Academy in Lisbon. It was a brutal transition. The mainland kids bullied him for his thick Madeira accent. He spent his night crying into pillows. Then at 15, his dream almost died. Doctors diagnosed him with tachycardia, a heart condition where his heart raced at a dangerous, erratic pace even when resting. They told him he might never play football again. Refusing to quit, his mother authorized a high-risk laser surgery to cauterize the problem area in his heart. The risk was immense, but just days after the operation, Ronaldo was back on the training pitch. The machine was beginning to fogged. In August 6, 2003, a date etched in football history, the English giants Manchester United arrived in Lisbon for pre-season friendly. United boasted some of toughest defenders in the world, but on the left wing stood an 18-year-old kid with his spaghetti blonde highlighted and blinding speed. Ronaldo electrified the pitch. He moved like a lightning, leaving United legendary defenders completely disoriented. A strained Rio Ferdinand told their manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, "Boss, we need to sign this kid right now." Ferguson didn't wait. He refused to let the team bus leave Lisbon until the deal was signed. For 90 million euros, a teenager from Portugal moved to England. When Ronaldo arrived, he humbly asked for the number 28, but the Ferguson shook his head and handed him with the iconic number 7, the jersey worn by legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. Ferguson wasn't just giving him a number, he was issuing a challenge, and the era of CR7 was officially born. Then came 2006 World Cup. After a clash that got his United teammate Wayne Rooney red-carded, Ronaldo became the most hated man in England. Most young players would have broken under that psychological warfare. Ronaldo, he weaponized it. He spent that entire summer locked in gym. The skinny kid returned to Premier League transformed into a Greek god. He arrived early, left late, and trained with a demonic intensity. By the 2007-2008 season, he was an unstoppable goal machine, scoring 42 goals in a single season. He led Manchester United to a Premier League and a champion. The boy from Madeira had conquered the England. In 2009, Real Madrid shattered the transfer world record, paying £80 million to bring Ronaldo to Spain. 80,000 fans packed the stadium just to watch him walk onto the pitch in a Madrid shirt. This move ignited the greatest individual rivalry in his sports history, Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi. For nearly a decade, these two titans pushed boundaries of what was humanly possible. Messi was blessed by God-given effortless talent. Ronaldo was the warrior, an engineered specimen built entirely on obsession and hard work. In Madrid, Ronaldo's statistics become entirely unrealistic. 450 goals in just 438 games. Look no further than his iconic bicycle kick against Juventus in 2018. He launched his body nearly 8 feet into the air, defying gravity. It was so breathtakingly perfect that the opposing Juventus fans stood up and gave him a standing ovation. He didn't just beat his rivals, he commanded their respect. Despite his club success, critics always argued he could never win for his country. In Euro 2016 final, his dreams seem shattered when an injury forced him off the pitch in tears. But Ronaldo didn't retreat in the locker room. Limping and bandaged, he stood right next to the manager on the touchline, motivating his team until the final whistle. Portugal won. It proved he wasn't just a goal scorer, he was a true leader. Even into his 80s, when most players are long retired, Ronaldo continues to shatter records with AI Nasser in Saudi Arabia, proving to be the ultimate trendsetter for the global football. How does he sustain this longevity? Totally uncompromising discipline. 6 strict meals a day, 0 alcohol, a lifetime vow honoring his father who passed away from alcoholism. No tattoos, simple because he regularly donated blood to and bone marrow to charity worldwide. His body is a temple and his mind is a fortress. Cristiano Ronaldo's life teaches us one undeniable truth. You might not be born with natural genius, but you don't need a genetic miracle to outwork everyone else. Talent without hard work is completely useless. If you believe in yourself and dedicated your life to an obsession, you can force the entire world to remember your name. He came from nothing and conquered everything. It is the story of Cristiano Ronaldo. If this story gave you a drive to conquer your own goals, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the minds of legends and brands. Now we settle the ultimate debate in the comment below. Who is your god, Ronaldo or Messi? Let us know and we will see in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.